Hi, parents. It's me again, I'm Ms. Tagreed. Welcome to another session of Learn to Read with Ms. Tagreed. These sessions are meant to support you in the work that you do with your children at home. You can choose to have your child watch these videos with you so that you can support him or her as they are learning the new skill. So today I'm going to teach you about the different letter combinations or graphemes that represent the long E sound in words. So there are a few graphemes that represent the long E sound in words. So we're going to go through that today. So let's get started. So the long E sound can be represented by the letter E itself. Remember, the long E sound actually sounds like the way you say the letter E, as in the word me. So when E comes at the end of a word, like in this open syllable word, it makes the long E sound. So it sounds like its name, E. The long E can also be represented as a vowel consonant E syllable, where the E at the end is silent, but it makes the E in the middle long, as in this word, Pete, Pete. So Pete is the name of a boy, that's why the P there is capital. Pete, okay, you hear that long E sound in the middle? Pete. The long E can also be represented by the vowel team EA. So EA can appear in the middle of the word or it can appear in the beginning of the word. Sometimes it also appears at the end of the word. So in this case here, we have the word seat, seat. You hear that? So the E and the A together are a vowel team. They make the long E sound, seat. The long E can also be represented by the vowel team double E, E-E. So as in the word be. The long E sound can also be represented by the Y. Now Y has various roles in the alphabet. It could be a consonant and it could also stand for vowel sounds. Here it can stand for the long E vowel sound, and it could also stand for the long I vowel sound. And I'm going to go through that in the next session. Here, like in the word bunny, bunny, you hear that in the second syllable, bunny, the Y makes that long E sound at the end, bunny. The long E sound could also be represented in these combinations. The IE, a vowel team, as in the word peace, okay? Peace, here the IE together makes the long E sound, peace. Or the EI, as in the word ceiling, ceiling. Do you hear that? So as you can see, I designated these with a red color. Those vowel teams are in red, so you can see which parts of the word we're talking about. The word key, also the EI, like in key, has the long E sound. Or the word cookie, or the word pizza. You hear that? Pizza. It's an I, but it makes the long E sound. So these are the less common spellings for the long E sound. So we're going to practice now. So let's practice a little bit. What is the correct spelling for the long E sound that you hear in the word feet? Feet. Okay, the correct spelling for feet is F-E-E-T. Okay, that double E makes the long E sound. What is the correct spelling for the long E sound that you hear in beat? Beat. Okay, the correct spelling for beat is B-E-A-T. Okay. What's the correct spelling for the long E sound that you hear in sunny? Sunny. Okay. What is the correct spelling for the long E sound that you hear in the word tree? Tree. Okay. Tree is spelled with a double E at the end. Good job. All right, so I'm going to share with you some other activities that you can use to practice with your child. So let's look at that. So here's one activity that you can use to practice with your child. So this one is a word sort. You can ask your child, what is the long E sound? Which words have the long E sound that sound like in the word eat? Eat, okay? Or the short E sounds that sound like in the word bread. Okay, so bread is a word that is irregular. It has a short E sound, but it's spelled with EA. So we want them to be able to recognize the words that have a long E sound, like in the word eat, and those that have a short E sound, like in the word bread. So let's look at this. So which words here have uh, a short E sound as in the word bread, and which ones have a long E sound as in the word eat? So for instance, the word easy has a long E sound, so we'll just move that and put it in here. The word leather, okay, has a short E sound, so we move that to this box here. The word pea has a long E sound as in eat. Okay, so we put that here. Come on. All right. How about the word treat? Treat here. That's a long E sound, so that goes here. Okay, so you can play this activity with your child so that they can see that even though we have words that are spelled with the EA vowel diagram, they don't all have long E sound. Some of them have actually a short E sound. Here's another one just before we go. Like for instance, the word threat. Threat. Does that have a long E or a short E sound? Threat. So that has a short E sound. So we're going to put that over here. Okay, so you can continue doing that with your child. So that's one activity. I'm going to share something else with you. So here's another activity that you can practice with your child. So also here, you're going to be reading to your child some words and then ask them if it has a long E sound or a short E sound. So here's the first one. The word is set. Does the word set does this word set have a short E sound or a long E sound? So the word set has a short E sound, and we're focusing on the long E sound. So it's incorrect because it doesn't have a long E sound. Okay, so how about the word extreme? Extreme, do you hear a long E sound in this word? Yes, we hear a long E sound in this word. Do one more. How about the word spell? Does the word spell have a long E sound in this word? No, it doesn't. It's a short E sound. Okay, so this is another activity that you can try with your child. You can keep practicing, and I'm going to include the links to both activities in the description box beneath this video. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you found today's session helpful. If you have any questions or you have anything that you're not sure about, you are always welcome to email me at tagreedseeley@gmail.com. And please visit my website, literacyinsight.com. I have many resources there to support you. And please subscribe to my channel and like this video if you liked it, and share it with others. Thank you. I hope to see you in the following session. Have a good day.